Egbunike, wearing the blue shorts with white trim, is making the first defence of his Southern Area Super Welterweight title. This is his 13th fight, and the challenger, the unbeaten Tyrone King, who you would not know is the away fighter.
Adam, it is not an exaggeration to say I'm struggling to hear you.
I'm struggling to hear myself. Listen to this back, and won't be able to make out a word I'm saying. Tyrone King has come with what can only be described as one of the best crowds, short of Dennis Balazzi, I've seen and heard at your call for some time. He's a young man, it's only in his 6th fight.
I know Steve Goodwin has described this as rolling the dice a little bit for King. And when you see how many he can bring with him, you're surprised he's taking this fight so early in his career. That support normally opens up opportunities that allow you to take your time.
Build a few, but
so good on him.
Oh, absolutely, and he looked the two squared off as the champion of Egbunike.
Oh, it got me hyped.
Yeah,
it got me hyped. Egbunike walked into this ring, and the two of them just stood face to face as the crowd erupted.
Sort of put his arms between them. They didn't look like they were going to throw any bombs pre-first bell, but they certainly haven't yet in this first round.
It's noticeable how big they both are.
Oh, they're here.
For light middles.
Yeah, I think it was Egbunike I was standing next to earlier. I think I was with
He walked past you and I.
I said, what the hell is he, a super welterweight?
And King's no smaller.
King's a little bit less broad, but slightly taller. I mean,
good footwork by King there, little feints. Get Egbunike working and thinking.
Egbunike has been beaten 3 times in his career. He has also been stopped, but similarly, he has also taken risks. He was on the sort of prize fighter, boxer version of prize fighter some years ago. Did get stopped in about 30 seconds by Lenny Fuller, but Fuller was compact, came in with his head low and throwing over the top. So far, Tyrone King's not showing much of that. It's just working each other out really in this first round, Martin.
Yeah, Egbunike's fought at a decent level before, far higher than what King has, and that's where his losses have come. So maybe we know what his ceiling is, but we don't know what King's is.
Yeah, very good point. Well, I mean, I've got a lot of respect for a guy like doing what King's doing.
This place is wild.
This is a very, very good atmosphere. Little shimmy, little feints as he comes in there from Tyrone King.
King's doing well, just holding centre of the ring there, letting Egbunike work his way around. That's Tyrone. That is Tyrone. Good double jab.
Well, definitely your call continues after a somewhat cagey first round, but Martin, you made the point that Tyrone King was keeping the centre of the ring, making Obi Egbunike tire going around the outside, and that's interesting because King has never been past 4 rounds and he's been inactive for over a year.
And there's a fascinating foot battle going on here. Whether the camera can pick up on it or not, I don't know. But if you watch, King is just trying to put his toes over the top of Egbunike, stop that movement that we referenced at the end of the first round, and he's trying to trap the foot of Egbunike. Egbunike's just trying to, as he would, get clear of it. And now he's himself taking centre ring and planting those feet. I'm really impressed that King hasn't seemed overwhelmed. Big support, big opportunity, hasn't fought in a long time. As you say, hasn't been past 4. I'm impressed with his composure.
Yeah, he looks switched on, doesn't he?
Which it'd be easy to be distracted with that number of people sort of here to support your big moments.
Some guys love it. Good head movement from Tyrone King, but a nice cross-hand right.
Took the right hand there, didn't he?
Obi Egbunike, sorry.
Egbunike's used that sort of cross guard on the right hand over the left side of the chin. I think King's struggling to work that out. He can't find the gap. Maybe you do with using the left hook a little bit.
One jab lands and this whole place goes behind.
Yeah, you think you just put a 4-punch combination together, but no.
That's great. I mean, look, whatever way this fight goes, Tyrone King and his fans can come back.
Yeah, anytime. They are welcome, but I'd like to see him give them more to cheer about as well. He seems to be boxing a little within himself, I'd say.
Good right hand and another one, and a nice jab there from Egbunike.
A little nod of the head there from King. Acknowledgement.
That was the best combination of the fight so far. But just as you were saying, Martin, as Egbunike tried to move back, his foot was pinned to the canvas.
Yeah, it's a fascinating little battle they got going on there.
Oh,
good shot.
Counter right from Tyrone King.
Didn't seem to affect Egbunike, did it? He took that well.
This is warming up though. Both men starting to let their hands go a little bit more. Second round draws to a close, and how are you giving that?
I'd give that to Egbunike, that round. Strong finish as well.
Very close fight this for the Southern Area super welterweight or light middleweight, which seems to be coming back into fashion for some reason. I don't know why they keep changing their minds.
We'll always be in fashion.
They're so old school. Slashing left hand there from King as he comes forward.
I think Egbunike showed his experience a little bit more, maybe a touch of class. I don't know, as we said earlier, it's difficult to tell how good King will be. How have you got it so far, Adam?
Yeah, I think like you, I mean, it was a very close first round. I think I'd edge it to Egbunike. I think the second round was more in favour of Egbunike, and as you pointed out on comms, Martin, he ended it quite strongly, so that often helps. I mean, I think it's a cagey affair. It's not exactly, to use a cliche, it's not exactly caught fire, has it? Although you wouldn't know it.
It feels like King needs to commit himself a little bit more. Egbunike is comfortable here at this distance. Yeah. Egbunike is comfortable with this speed, at this tempo. King needs to do something to disrupt.
I wonder whether he's conserving energy or just, I don't know. I mean, Egbunike's fought for English, he's fought for titles, obviously he's the champion. He's gonna have a little bit more knowledge. I don't know much about King's amateur background or anything like that.
As you said earlier, he's only done the 4 rounds. He's not gone further, so it's difficult to know how your engine's gonna last over the full 10.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because you're not allowed to compete for a title unless you fought a 6-rounder, which he technically has, but he knocked the guy out in the second round. So how much he's learned about his engine there. Egbunike lands a good left hand off the back foot. King still, as you say, fighting within himself a little bit. Laser focus in those eyes, though. Good job.
Exchange jabs. I'd like to see King do something to disrupt the tempo, the rhythm, the flow of the fight. Oh, big right hand by Egbunike. He's in trouble there.
Egbunike's coming forward there. That was a good straight right hand, and King is momentarily stuck in one location. Great movement from Egbunike as he spins round and keeps this all going. Jab left, jab right hand again.
The crowd has erupted.
That was excellent work from Kingsley Egbunike. Steve Goodwin said this is a roll of the dice for Tyrone King.
He's come back well there. He's taken those shots. He looked in trouble.
Egbunike just looks more and more confident.
King, I think it's hurt him, hasn't it? You can see now the feints of Egbunike. The feints of Egbunike get a reaction.
Well, if round 1 of this Southern Area Super Welterweight title was close, round 2 was less close, and round 3 was pretty wide, and all in favour of the champion Kingsley Egbunike, Martin.
Yeah, it's interesting watching Tyrone King's corner. They really read him the riot act, really try and fire their man up, and they need to, because if not, he's in trouble.
Yeah, he froze a little bit there, and Egbunike's confidence, even when he wasn't throwing, when he was on the back foot, letting King sort of have his own little moments, he had a grin on his face. He just looked so comfortable, and he still does.
Some lovely head movement there by Egbunike. Just dipped low, got out of the way, nothing landed. He's so confident right now.
It's a nice snappy right hand he's got as well.
left hook got through over the right glove of King, and he's drawing a reaction. He was doing this at the end of the last round. The feints are drawing a reaction from King, which tells you that King was hurt earlier.
Moment of calm in between. Oh, that was a lovely right hand under the left guard of Tyrone King, who has a mild bit of beautiful footwork from Egbunike there as he spins off.
Egbunike is oozing confidence.
Yeah, this is a good performance.
This feels like a man who knows knows he's above.
Yeah.
But those
Is he
King
going to turn
fans,
the screw, do you think? Is he going to put his foot down and try and get Tyrone King out of there? Because it feels very much like he could do that at any minute. Oh, right, cross gets through. King briefly stiffened up there, and Egbunike has him in the corner. King needs to move away to his left here, but he's not. I mean, you can tell who's had twice as many fights as the other one, can't you?
yeah, and again that King corner really trying to. I'm not quite sure what the advice is. I can't hear it over the rest of your call, but they're very animated. Whether that message is getting through, I'm not sure.
I mean, Egbunike's happy on the front foot, he's happy on the back foot, he's happy spinning around in the middle of the ring, pivoting, creating angles. But I mean, really, it's not had to do much, you know, in terms of mixing his shots up. It's the straight shots that are getting through, and again they do there. This is excellent work for the champion.
You're saying will he turn the screw on this? I think if the opportunity arises, we'll see it, but I'm not convinced he's going to go looking.
Good work from King to end the fourth round. His crack fans go mad. Support cheering any successes. Your call roars, and mainly in favour of Tyrone King, a man who has looked less and less like he's in this fight. But he ended that fourth with a sort of 2 or 3 shot combination that, as I said to you, you'd think he'd won the fight. The way his fans went.
He did, and then the two of them stood and they talked and they posed at the end of that round. Referee Lee Every has just had a word with the two of them. You would suspect to say less of that. Settle it in the 3 minutes, not the time between.
Less talky, more punchy.
Hopefully that's giving King a little bit of confidence at the end of that round, because he was getting a bit of success. The crowd were deafening when it happened.
I mean, look, we all want to see a you know, nobody wants to see a one-sided, cagey affair. You know, for the more confidence King can draw from wherever, whether it's his corner, his crowd, or just, you know, pure boxing success, landing his own punches, which he did briefly.
Right now,
it's just going to make it a better contest, isn't it?
It's difficult to give him a round as it stands.
Yeah, I agree.
Egbunike's been pretty conclusive, I'd say, aside from maybe the first. That's a good jab though by King. Gets right through.
Good footwork from Egbunike though. Skips backwards. Still, I can see you watching those feet.
Well, they're fascinating because King seems to have sort of ceded territory a little bit in this round. Accepted he's going around. It's a role reversal from those early rounds.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's done him well though, because he's getting out the way, but he's not getting out the way now.
Tobler and gets booted across
the second one, the third one.
Yeah.
They've done 3 or 4 sides now in this one fight. Focus on Kingsley Egbunike's faces.
Egbunike wound up that uppercut then, and it didn't find a home, but
it's like boloed it, didn't he?
Yeah. But I think it just sort of is an example of the confidence the man's sort of carrying.
Only got the 1 stoppage win, each man. Egbunike has been stopped himself, but
Full sure with that right hand. I know the crowd disagree with me, but it didn't find a home from King. Good into the body though from Egbunike.
Yeah, this is good work from the champion. Nice uppercut as King comes forward. He's rewarded with a one down the middle.
King
and all
doesn't
that
like
does
that.
is spur Egbunike back into life.
You can see when King takes it to the body, his elbows come in, he squares up, and he stops himself being connected with, to the detriment of shots around the side, you suspect.
Fifth draws to a close as, for me, it's another Egbunike round, but, you know, King's coming forward and growing a
A bit more head movement there from King to start the round. He's dipping left and right. Whether he keeps that up, we'll see. He's been quite static so far.
Yeah, I think Egbunike really, in that last round, only fought back. He wasn't the aggressor. He was just waiting for King to come to him. He knows he can pick him off. He knows, you know, so far King is not like really had the opportunity to pin Egbunike anywhere, and good left hook there as he ducked under Egbunike's work. But then again, every time he lands one, Egbunike lands two or three. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not power shots, they're not like bruising work, but he's scoring three to every one.
And it comes back to what you say about will Egbunike turn the screw. I don't think it's there, personally.
Not that kind of fighter.
If the opportunity arises, he will, but I don't think he'll go hunting for it.
I was listening to, I think it was George Grove's podcast this week, and he was saying, I can't remember the guy that he hosts it with, like, do you think Deck Taylor, do you think fans like the sweet science, or do they want to see knockouts? And he said, as much as I'd like to say the sweet science, most people watch boxing for knockouts.
Everybody in your call would appreciate, well, that's a lie, 50% wouldn't if it was Egbunike, but there would be a large...
You think it's just 50-50 in the crowd?
I don't say 50-50, I think 50% are King.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other 50. Egbunike's got a strong following here.
He wasn't without, it's just that King's is incredible. Good right hand from King.
Caught him there.
Cheered as he's won the World Cup.
Sweat's landed on you and I from Egbunike.
Yeah. Well, it's not for the first time tonight. The last fight we were sprayed with blood. Oh, good work from King. Good left to the body. That landed and you could hear it land.
I don't think Egbunike like that.
No. It's the first time I've seen him look like flinch or wince.
Yeah, looked at the ref a little bit, complained about where the shot landed, but there's nothing wrong with it. He's being a bit hesitant here now.
This is good work from Tyrone King. This is much better from the challenger. I mean, we saw in the last fight, we saw Lewis Frimpong come and he tore that title away from Frankie Story. And Tyrone King's really going to have to go up the gears to tear this away from Kingsley Egbunike. But he is definitely trying to do that, and it's paying dividends. This is his best round of the fight, Martin, for me.
It is, yeah, completely agree. Trying to end this strongly. I don't think it's quite as conclusive as some of the others, but a round's King.
Well, round 7, we're drawing into the latter rounds of this Southern Area Super Welterweight title fight. Kingsley Egbunike looked very much like a man in control until that last round, when Tyrone King had a few moments of success, and every tiny bit he finds, he's roared on by these supporters here. And you were saying earlier on, Martin, about needing to get a bit of confidence, and he seems to be getting that.
He does, and he should. At the end of that last round, there was some real positives there for King. He needs to build on it. Into the body, Egbunike didn't like the left hand into the body. You could see the reaction.
Landed it a couple of times towards that. Landed a right to the body as well. Left and a right to the body. Tyrone King. And Egbunike's come out looking a little bit more assertive and authoritative in this round. Trying to take the stick, take the wind out of the man's sails. Good right hand.
That's lovely. Egbunike's really setting about him. Really setting about him. King's lost that movement now. He's going to get trapped on those ropes if he's not careful.
Nice backhand right that Egbunike got out of the way of, though.
Good jab by King. I love your call on a night like this. Big fights, big energy from the crowd, good fights, excellent.
Yeah, this has been an exceptional show. But I mean, drops a right hand nicely to the body there. Tyrone King. Egbunike stands tall, pushes that left hand out, trying to find the range for the right that he's eventually going to screw in to the body.
King's backing off a bit, isn't he? It's whether he's trying to bait him in, I don't think he is.
I don't think he is.
He's just mindful of what Egbunike's throwing at him.
Yeah, there we go. There's that right to the body, and then a left upstairs from Egbunike. This is better work.
Putting a combination together, he's not done it enough for me. Oh, that's a beautiful right uppercut by Egbunike.
And a straight right, and a little feint, to keep King guessing. That uppercut came off the arms, but a left hook followed it, and that hit King.
Good work.
From Tyrone King as he pins Egbunike on the ropes.
Have you got this round, Adam?
Oh, Egbunike. But again, it's better. There's more ambition and more confidence from Tyrone King. Melted him into the ring. Right, 3 rounds to go.
I think we need to, I know we talked about it earlier, rolling the dice in this fight. I think it's time that
Tyrone King rolls the dice, and in a big way.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I appreciate that's easy for me to sat here with a microphone and a set of headphones.
Yeah, the biggest danger we've got is a bit of sweat in the eye from the ring.
Yeah, but you know, the fight's run away with him by this point. He's not winning this on points.
No.
That's good.
He has shown more ambition and more confidence as the fight's grown on. I mean, it's not been enough to win him the rounds, but it's certainly been enough to keep Kingsley Egbunike a little bit more honest. But you're right, he's going to have to, it's not even a roll of the dice, it's caution to the wind point.
Yes, yeah. And it needs to be done in an educated way. He can't just wing in a right hand like he tried a second ago. Egbunike's too slick, too intelligent, too experienced. He'll happily sort of slip those shots all day. There needs to be some traps set, but he needs to do it quick.
Yeah, it's starting to liven up a little bit in that 7th round, but good body work there from Egbunike, who blinks, doesn't keep move his eyes away.
What you don't want if you're King is to get to the 10th round and then start to leave it all in the ring. Yeah, not with this fan base.
I said this about a fight earlier on to Matt. Like, why did they leave it all till the 10th round? Like,
yeah, was that the Bill Alfawaz fight?
I couldn't possibly comment. Yeah. Drops that right hand to the body again, as he has done over the course of this fight. Kingsley Egbunike.
Lee Everidge telling him off a little bit there for spinning around. Protect yourselves at all times, not
just when you feel like it. Well, assuming Egbunike wins this, what do you think would be next for him? Look to go on a televised show, look to get an English title shot here. Good work there from King. Egbunike smiles and comes forward.
Last time we saw Egbunike on Sky was against Lee Cutler. Didn't show his full potential for me, yet also didn't disgrace himself by any means.
Just moving, keeping it lateral, switching directions. Good work from Egbunike.
I think unfortunately the opportunities on domestic TV are fewer, and sort of whether he gets that we don't know, but he's got to get through this first, isn't he? King really wants to stop that happening. As to these fans.
Very difficult to see what was going on.
What would you like to see different from King here that would sort of change how this fight's going?
I mean, it's difficult to say really. He's coming forward in straight lines. He's not. I'm a big fan of closing the ring down, and he's not really doing that. He's just let Egbunike move away from him,
correct. They've reversed positions within 3 seconds.
Yeah. I think, as we saw with Lewis Frimpong in the last fight, there's a lot to be said for pressure. Neither of these men is a pressure fighter, let's be honest about that. And it just makes it very difficult when you've got two guys with kind of similar styles, but one's clearly, a level above the other. It just sort of plays itself out.
I think that's really well surmised, and I think maybe part of why this fight has struggled to take off is that Egbunike is clearly a more comfortable fighter on the back foot. I'm not sure King is aggressive or experienced enough on the front to allow Egbunike to show off his range. And in turn, Egbunike isn't going to rush in, make a mistake. That's a great combination.
That is the commentator's curse right there. Martin, as Egbunike has his most violent attack of the fight in this night.
Yeah. Ended on the...
Just has a little checks his positioning in the ring there, Egbunike, as he steps off.
But again, I'd like to see him follow that up. You've had him hurt. He was clearly hurt.
Good right on to the body.
And all credit to King. He took that and he's come straight back.
He's recovered well. He's recovered really well, because I thought for a second he was going to take a knee.
Yeah, same. I thought against the ropes he was going to...
He's trying to rough Egbunike up now, and then again, as you say, 3 seconds later, Egbunike's the man in the stronger position.
That's a great combination.
And King is feeling these punches.
King's gone low and that's benefited him there.
And then gets spun around, as he has done so many times. That was good from the challenger, though. That's what we want to see. And as you said, Martin, that's probably what we're going to say for the 10th round.
Yeah. And he's being roared on by this crowd. Egbunike, though, is, I think, more comfortable than the crowd are giving him credit for. I don't think as much got through as the crowd would like to think.
Good right hand from King got through there, though, as you said that. Fighters who started the ring squaring off to one another, a little bit of respect shown, a bit of love shown after 9 rounds of boxing, 9 rounds which Kingsley Egbunike, you have to say, is far ahead.
He's been the dominant fighter, referee Lee Every here, just pausing the action to get the boots done up, the Velcro tied up of Kingsley Egbunike.
Getting raucously booed for having his footwork not be quite right. It's Tyrone King, the challenger, the man who's bought half of your call with him. Really had to dig deep in that 9th round and came back with some of his own. But as we say, Kingsley Egbunike leaps and bounds ahead here, surely on the cards.
And these fans are really going to try and roar King onto a strong finish.
I want him back every week, and all his fans.
Yeah, I mean he's not shown that he could go for the finish that he needs here, but he's not lacked the enthusiasm to do it throughout the fight.
Nice double jab, triple jab from Egbunike as he steps up. Again, kind of fighting off the back foot, waiting for an opening. King just really having a look before he tries to make a move. And, we said about throwing caution to the wind. You feel like he needs a kitchen sink in there with him now.
Egbunike's just comfortable, isn't he? I think he must know, his corner must know that he's in front in this fight. Just see this round through. Don't need to do any more.
Yeah.
The King corner are absolutely they're desperate for their man to come forward. Force the tempo, force the pressure.
You wouldn't know that Egbunike's corner were at the boxing.
No, one's on their phone.
So calm.
Checking the time on his phone, but yeah, they are calm.
Wicked left hook and then a right hand down the middle. Get through the guard. Looks like he's put under pressure. And there's a backhand right. Superb punch clean through the guard of Tyrone King, and he goes down almost through the ropes in front of us. Takes his time getting to his feet sensibly.
Sensibly, and he's done incredibly well to get up there. He has done incredible, because that was a heavy knockdown. He needs to get off those ropes now. He doesn't need to be on those ropes. Referee Lee Everett is looking straight into the eyes. He'll look for the stoppage here. There we go. Rightly so. Well done, Lee.
Brave as they come, King. Brave as they come.
Well, congratulations.